Ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you're just stuck? Like you're running in circles, chasing goals but never quite getting there? You wake up tired, spend your day distracted, and go to bed feeling like you didn't accomplish anything. Sound familiar? Here's the hard truth: if you don't take control of your habits, your life won't change. You'll keep feeling overwhelmed, unfulfilled, and stuck in the same cycle. But what if I told you that in just 7 days, you could start turning things around? That small, simple changes to your daily routine could completely transform how you feel, how you work, and how you live. Today, I'm sharing 5 daily habits that changed my life, and can change yours too. These aren't complicated or time-consuming. They're practical, science-backed, and designed to fit into even the busiest schedules. If you're ready to stop feeling stuck and start living a life you're proud of, this video is for you. Let's dive in. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to break free from the habits holding you back and start building a life you love. Ready? Let's go.
Today, we're talking about 5 daily habits that can transform your life in just 7 days. But before we dive into the habits, let's talk about what happens if you don't follow them. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. Stick around, because I'll also share some research, science, and practical tips to help you make these habits stick. Let's get started. Stepping out of your comfort zone. If you don't do this, you risk staying stuck in the same place. Life becomes predictable, and over time, you might feel like you're not growing or achieving your full potential. A study by the University of Florida found that people who regularly try new things are more creative, adaptable, and happier. Neuroscientists also say that trying new activities helps your brain form new connections, keeping it sharp and healthy. So, how can you start? Pick one small thing that scares you a little. It could be speaking up in a meeting, trying a new recipe, or even taking a different route to work. The key is to take that first step. By the end of 7 days, you'll feel more confident and ready to take on bigger challenges.
Now, let's talk about limiting distractions. If you don't do this, you'll waste hours every day on things that don't matter, like endless scrolling on social media or binge watching TV. This leaves you feeling unproductive and stressed. A study by the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus after a distraction. Another study showed that the average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media. That's 730 hours a year, time you could use to learn a new skill or spend with loved ones. Here's how to fix it: set specific times to check your phone, turn off notifications, or use apps that block distractions. Start with just 1 hour of focused work each day. In 7 days, you'll notice how much more you can accomplish. The 4th habit is prioritizing your health. If you don't do this, you'll feel sluggish, unmotivated, and more prone to illness. Poor health habits can also affect your mood and productivity. The World Health Organization says that regular physical activity can reduce the risk of chronic diseases by up to 50%. Eating healthy foods, like fruits and vegetables, has been linked to better mental health and lower stress levels. So, what's the practical advice? Start with small changes. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning, add 1 vegetable to your meals, or take a 10-minute walk every day. In just 7 days, you'll feel more energized and ready to take on life. Finally, let's talk about investing in personal growth. If you don't do this, you might feel stuck in a rut, doing the same things every day without any sense of progress or purpose. A powerful quote from Jim Rohn says, "Formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune." Studies also show that people who dedicate time to learning new skills are more likely to advance in their careers and feel happier. So, how can you start? Spend 15 minutes a day reading a book, listening to a podcast, or watching an educational video. Choose something that excites you or helps you grow. In just 7 days, you'll feel more inspired and motivated to keep learning. Now, let's dive into the 2nd habit: starting small and building consistency. This habit is all about taking tiny, manageable steps toward your goals instead of trying to do everything at once. If you don't do this, you risk feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, and eventually giving up before you even get started. Let's break it down and see why this habit is so powerful. Imagine this: you set a big goal, like running a marathon, writing a book, or starting a business. At first, you're excited and motivated. But then, reality hits. The goal feels too big, too far away, and you don't even know where to start. Sound familiar? This is where most people get stuck. They try to take on too much too soon, and when they don't see immediate results, they give up. But here's the thing: big goals aren't achieved overnight. They're achieved through small, consistent actions. Research from Stanford University shows that breaking goals into smaller, manageable steps increases your chances of success by up to 80%. Why? Because small steps are less intimidating, easier to stick to, and help you build momentum over time. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, puts it perfectly: you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. In other words, it's not about the goal itself, it's about the daily habits and systems you put in place to achieve it. So, how can you start small and build consistency? Let's take a practical example. Say you want to get fit. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout every day, which can feel overwhelming, start with just 5 minutes of exercise. It could be a short walk, a few stretches, or even dancing to your favorite song. The key is to do it every single day. Over time, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts. Another example, if you want to save money, don't try to cut your spending in half overnight. Start by setting aside just $1 a day. It might seem small, but over time, those dollars add up. Plus, the act of saving every day builds the habit of financial discipline. The science behind this is fascinating. When you take small, consistent actions, your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that reinforces the behavior. This creates a positive feedback loop, making it easier to stick to the habit. Over time, these small actions compound, leading to big results. Here's a real-life story to inspire you. Author Stephen King wrote his first novel, Carrie, by setting a daily goal of writing just 1,000 words. That's about 2 to 3 pages. It didn't feel like much at the time, but those small, consistent efforts added up to a finished manuscript, and eventually, a best-selling book. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice something amazing: those small steps you took will start to feel automatic. You'll have built momentum, and the habit will become easier to maintain. Whether it's exercising, saving money, or working on a passion project, starting small and staying consistent is the key to long-term success. Now, let's talk about the third habit: limiting distractions. This one is a game changer, especially in today's world where we're constantly bombarded with notifications, social media, and endless to-do lists. If you don't take control of your distractions, you'll waste hours every day on things that don't matter, leaving you feeling unproductive, stressed, and overwhelmed. Let's dive into why this habit is so important and how you can make it work for you. Imagine this: you sit down to work on an important project, but within minutes, your phone buzzes with a notification. You check it, and before you know it, you've spent 30 minutes scrolling through social media. Sound familiar? This is what happens when we don't limit distractions. Research shows that the average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media alone. That's 730 hours a year, time you could use to learn a new skill, spend with loved ones, or work on your goals. But it's not just about wasted time. Distractions also affect the quality of your work. A study by the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus after a distraction. That means every time you check your phone or get sidetracked, you're losing nearly half an hour of productive time. Over the course of a day, those interruptions add up, leaving you feeling like you've accomplished nothing. So, how can you limit distractions and take back control of your time? Let's start with your phone. Set specific times to check it, maybe once every hour or during designated breaks. Turn off unnecessary notifications, or better yet, put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode while you're working. You can also use apps like Freedom or Force to block distracting websites and apps during focused work sessions. Next, create a distraction-free environment. If you're working from home, set up a dedicated workspace that's clean, organized, and free from clutter. If you're in a noisy environment, consider using noise-canceling headphones or listening to focus-enhancing music. Another powerful strategy is time blocking. This is where you schedule specific blocks of time for focused work, with no distractions allowed. Start with just 1 hour a day. During this time, close all unnecessary tabs, silence your phone, and focus on one task. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in a single, distraction-free hour. The science behind this is fascinating. When you limit distractions, your brain enters a state of flow, a mental state where you're fully immersed in what you're doing. This is when you do your best work, come up with creative ideas, and feel a sense of accomplishment. Studies show that people who regularly experience flow are happier, more productive, and more fulfilled. Here's a real-life example. Author Cal Newport, who wrote Deep Work, is a big advocate of limiting distractions. He schedules long blocks of uninterrupted time for focused work and avoids social media altogether. As a result, he's been able to write multiple books, teach at Georgetown University, and maintain a balanced life. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice a significant difference in your productivity and focus. You'll have more time to work on your goals, less stress, and a greater sense of accomplishment. Limiting distractions isn't just about getting more done, it's about creating space for what truly matters in your life. So, what's one distraction you can eliminate today? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, this is just the third habit. Stick around because we've got 2 more life-changing habits coming up. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more tips like this. Let's grow together. See you in the next video. Now, let's dive into the 4th habit, prioritizing your health. This one is non-negotiable because your body and mind are the foundation of everything you do. If you don't take care of your health, you'll feel sluggish, unmotivated, and more prone to illness. Poor health habits can also affect your mood, productivity, and overall quality of life. Let's explore why this habit is so important and how you can make it a part of your daily routine. Imagine this: you wake up feeling tired, skip breakfast, grab a sugary snack on the go, and spend the rest of the day feeling drained and unfocused. Sound familiar? This is what happens when we don't prioritize our health. The World Health Organization says that regular physical activity can reduce the risk of chronic diseases by up to 50%. Eating healthy foods, like fruits and vegetables, has been linked to better mental health and lower stress levels. Yet, many of us neglect our health because we're too busy or think we don't have time. But here's the truth: taking care of your health doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Small, consistent actions can make a big difference. Let's start with hydration. Did you know that even mild dehydration can affect your mood, energy levels, and cognitive function? A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that people who drank enough water felt more alert, focused, and less fatigued. So, start your day with a glass of water and aim to drink at least 8 cups throughout the day. Next, let's talk about nutrition. Eating healthy doesn't mean you have to follow a strict diet or give up your favorite foods. It's about making small, sustainable changes. For example, add 1 vegetable to every meal, swap sugary snacks for fruits or nuts, and choose whole grains over refined ones. Research from Harvard University shows that a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Plus, eating well boosts your energy and improves your mood. Now, let's talk about movement. You don't have to spend hours at the gym to stay active. Start with just 10 minutes of exercise a day, whether it's a brisk walk, a short yoga session, or dancing to your favorite song. The key is to move your body regularly. A study by the Mayo Clinic found that even moderate exercise can improve cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles, and boost mental well-being. Over time, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts. Sleep is another critical part of prioritizing your health. According to the National Sleep Foundation, adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for optimal health. Poor sleep can lead to weight gain, weakened immunity, and increased stress levels. To improve your sleep, create a bedtime routine, avoid screens an hour before bed, and keep your bedroom cool and dark. The science behind prioritizing health is clear: when you take care of your body, your mind thrives too. Exercise releases endorphins, which reduce stress and boost happiness. Eating well provides the nutrients your brain needs to function at its best. And getting enough sleep improves memory, focus, and decision-making. Here's a real-life example: entrepreneur and author Arianna Huffington struggled with burnout until she made sleep and health a priority. She now advocates for the importance of rest and self-care, saying, "We need to disconnect from our devices and reconnect with ourselves." By the end of 7 days, you'll notice a significant improvement in how you feel. You'll have more energy, better focus, and a greater sense of well-being. Prioritizing your health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. So, what's one small change you can make today to prioritize your health? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, this is just the 4th habit. Stick around because we've got 1 more life-changing habit coming up. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more tips like this. Let's grow together. See you in the next video. Finally, let's talk about the 5th habit, investing in personal growth. This habit is all about dedicating time to learning, improving, and becoming the best version of yourself. If you don't do this, you risk feeling stuck in a rut, doing the same things every day without any sense of progress or purpose. Let's explore why this habit is so powerful and how you can make it a part of your life. Imagine this: you wake up every day, go to work, come home, watch TV, and repeat. Life feels monotonous, and you start to wonder if there's more to it. This is what happens when we don't invest in personal growth. We stop learning, stop growing, and stop challenging ourselves. But here's the good news: personal growth doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Small, consistent efforts can lead to big changes over time. Let's start with the science behind it. Studies show that people who dedicate time to learning new skills are more likely to advance in their careers, feel happier, and experience a greater sense of fulfillment. A report by the World Economic Forum found that continuous learning is one of the most important skills for success in the 21st century. Why? Because the world is changing fast, and those who adapt and grow are the ones who thrive. So, how can you invest in personal growth? Start by setting aside just 15 minutes a day to learn something new. It could be reading a book, listening to a podcast, or watching an educational video. Choose something that excites you or helps you grow in an area you're passionate about. For example, if you want to improve your communication skills, read a book on public speaking or take an online course. If you're interested in personal finance, listen to a podcast about investing or budgeting. Another powerful way to invest in personal growth is through reflection. Take a few minutes each day to think about what you've learned, what went well, and what you can improve. Journaling is a great tool for this. Writing down your thoughts helps you process them and gain clarity. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns and areas where you can grow. Mentorship is another key aspect of personal growth. Find someone who inspires you and learn from their experiences. This could be a colleague, a friend, or even someone you admire from afar. Many successful people credit their mentors for helping them achieve their goals. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself." Here's a real-life example. Entrepreneur and author Tim Ferriss is a big advocate of personal growth. He spends hours every week reading, experimenting with new habits, and learning from experts in various fields. His book, The 4-Hour Workweek, is a testament to the power of continuous learning and self-improvement. By the end of 7 days, you'll notice a shift in how you think and feel. You'll feel more inspired, motivated, and confident in your ability to grow. Investing in personal growth isn't just about achieving success, it's about becoming the best version of yourself and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. So, what's one thing you can learn or improve today? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, these 5 habits: stepping out of your comfort zone, starting small, limiting distractions, prioritizing health, and investing in personal growth, can transform your life in just 7 days. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more tips like this. Let's grow together. See you in the next video. And there you have it, 5 daily habits that can transform your life in just 7 days. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with a single step. Whether it's stepping out of your comfort zone, starting small, limiting distractions, prioritizing your health, or investing in your growth, these habits are your roadmap to a better, more fulfilling life. But here's the thing: knowledge is only powerful when you take action. So, what's one habit you're going to start today? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a little motivation. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. Every week, I'll be sharing more tips, strategies, and inspiration to help you live your best life. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you have the power to change your life, one small habit at a time. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see what you achieve. Until next time, take care and keep growing.